Hey guys, Mr. Money1235 back here yet again. Oh man, it must have been destiny that I was to come back here on YouTube to make videos again because just today the album Maryland has been announced by The Good, the Bad, and the Queen. Um, I seriously thought I would have nothing to talk about until the 50th anniversary of the White Album re-release, but now, I don't know, I think we got something we need to kind of keep following here now. Um, the single also dropped. The first single for the album dropped today. It's a bit different. It's a bit weird. The vocal line in this, Damon's vocal line, I guess you can say, uh, it's a little strange. If you are leaving, please tell goodbye. And if you are leaving, then you say, it's like kind of like a ba 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 ba. It's very weird. It's not really experimental. I'm not gonna say that it's that fucking strange, but at the same time, it is a little bit off-putting. It is a little weird. Um, I'm not over the hill in love with it at the moment. This isn't really what I was expecting from the new The Good, the Bad, and the Queen album, but instrumentation-wise, the instruments that are playing in the background of this track, I totally expected from The Good, the Bad, and the Queen, which I'm loving so far. I mean, this album reminds me of like a really late 1800s style England with like people wearing top hats, and there's oil lit lamps down a cobblestone street, and it's just, it's really 1800s London, which is something that the first album also kind of, played with kind of creating that image. And this album is also doing the same thing, which I think is great. It's a staple of The Good, the Bad, and the Queen to put that image in your head of like a really old England. And they're succeeding again on this, especially with the strings. Whenever I hear the violin parts of this track come in, it just reminds me so much of like the Order 1886. I see like imagery of that and stuff like that when I hear those strings, so it just makes total sense that it would fit in here with this Good, the Bad, and the Queen album. I do like the lyrics though. The lyrics are the lyrics have a lot going into them. The lyrics are telling some kind of story, and I'm not really sure exactly. I haven't picked it apart that much. I've just been kind of reading along as I've been listening to the song. But still, it's sounding really cool. It's sounding very The Good, the Bad, and the Queen. It will have to grow on me, I'm pretty sure, but like everything else that I've said in the past that I haven't really enjoyed that much coming from Damon, when he puts out these new kind of more experimental off the wall tracks that I don't really like them, after a while you kind of get used to them and you enjoy and you end up loving them. You get that Gorillaz effect going. And I'm sure the same thing is going to happen with this as well, because that seems to what always happens whenever you listen to a new Damon Albarn project. Um, Another thing I wanted to look at while we're here is they also announced the pre-orders. They got a standard CD with a booklet, looks like thing here. Yeah, looks like the standard 11-track album. Introduction, Maryland, Gun to the Head, 1917, The Great Fire, Lady Boston, Drifters and Trawlers, The Trunts of Twilight, Ribbons, The Last Man to Leave, and The Poison Tree. It's 11 tracks. Those are all the tracks, the track listing. They have, your standard CD, a deluxe limited edition CD book set, a colored vinyl, just a plain Jane plastic vinyl, and then your two super deluxe and deluxe box sets. I was checking out the super deluxe box set on here, going for £249. It's a bit more expensive than I would hope it would be, honestly, especially for what all you get. I do think the limited hand-printed woodcut print by Paul Simonon is pretty cool, but I do think this time around, I think I'm just going to go with the standard Maryland Deluxe box set. The reason for that is I'm in it for the bonus tracks that come with this thing. So starting with the Maryland Deluxe box set, you get some bonus tracks going along with your heavyweight green vinyl LP, CD, sheet music. It's really cool they're including the sheet music. If you can like orchestra this thing, together yourself, that's pretty epic. Lyrics, artwork, exclusive screen print, postcards, and bonus tracks. I am all in for the bonus tracks. I missed out when I first got my standard edition of the first album, so I think this time I'm going to go with the Maryland Deluxe box set. Very, very excited. Damon is just on fire this year. Damon is just on fire, man. He's putting out some amazing music. Gorillaz have just been taking off like crazy. He's been crazy busy putting out 2 Gorillaz albums back to back like he's been doing. The crazy touring that Gorillaz have been doing. I'm so upset that I did not get to see them on the Now Now tour. I still loved it when I saw them on the Humans tour, but to hear some of those songs live would have been really cool. But I've been watching a whole lot of the live videos, as you probably imagine I would be doing. Been loving those. And now here we are. He said he was working on it. We knew it was coming out this fall. We were just waiting for the drop, and here it is. So yeah, super, super exciting. We're going to be covering more of this. Of course, an album review was going to come of this. Every single time I try to step away from YouTube, I just get reeled back in, and I have to talk about it with someone. So I'm glad I have you guys here to talk about this nerdy Damon Albarn stuff with. So yeah, the New, the Good, the Bad, and the Queen, man. Will it be better than the first album? I'm not sure. Judging by this first track, it's going to seem like it's a lot more adult than the first album. That's the general impression I get just from this one track. So we'll definitely see. So stay tuned, you guys. Exciting news coming. We're going to be talking about the Good, the Bad, and the Queen, shifting our focus away from Gorillaz for a little while. Hopefully for not too long, though, because I've already heard that Damon has an idea for another Gorillaz album. So let's just see if that comes to fruition someday. And of course, I'll be here to talk about it. I cannot get away. So I will see you guys soon. Mr. Vinny 1 2 3 out. Wow.